Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? Welcome to the 7th episode of the Hand Podcast. You got Helmke and my boy, who I like to consider the Brad Pitt of podcasts, my man, Mike. What's going on, Mike? Oh, I'm talking.
I want to know which Brad Pitt.
I'm talking mid-90s. I just stole Robin Givens from Mike Tyson, Brad Pitt.
Okay.
Like, while he was still a waiter. Like, you got to be pretty handsome to be a waiter and take Mike Tyson's chick.
Is that when he had long hair or short hair?
Oh, it was long.
Long hair.
It was long. Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Brown Goldilocks.
That's right, baby. Or you could be, Brad Pitt from I like him from a River Runs Through It? That's a good one. He's pretty damn sexy.
Well, it's just Brad Pitt, so it's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but welcome, everybody. Happy Friday. Welcome.
There we go. So, first of all, Mike, before we get started, I want to acknowledge some of the new followers we have that joined during the week. So, we got, last week, we didn't really get to announce it, but we got Storm Rage 1989.
Yep.
We got Carolina Hell, HEL. We got M. Lou 26 1963. James F. 1218. And Alleged CHWQ. Welcome to the Hand Podcast.
Yep, welcome. Thanks for the follows, everybody. And just so you know, I am a professional streamer and professional podcast guy. And that is why I do not have alerts on this screen you guys are seeing in this window. I figured that out 10 minutes ago? So if you follow, it will not alert. I will have that fixed next stream. So, yeah.
Don't worry about it, though.
Professional here, just so you know.
We will get that shit fixed. Don't worry. So, talk to me, Mike. How's your week been, my man? How's it going?
Week's been good. Fantasy football, I'm in 3 leagues. So, fantasy football, so we'll do 3 leagues. Ready? Not so good, good, and kind of okay.
So, the one that I care about, obviously, is not so good.
Of course you would say that. Okay.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. We'll get into that later. But something I do want to talk about, you saved us, Mike.
I did.
I just want to say you saved the podcast. I know some stuff went on with Twitch this week.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what happened with that? Tell me.
So, I don't know if we were saved, but so Twitch had a security breach. So things have been... Someone hacked into Twitch, was able to collect a lot of information. We still don't know exactly what information. What we do know so far is that Twitch... the information that has been leaked so far is a lot of the top streamers are shown how much money they've made from Twitch. And I think that's just from some subscribers. And how much they made, I think it's over the past 2 or 3 years. And so they show all the top streamers, they've made like $5 million in 3 years. It's kind of crazy.
Oh, so they disclose personal pay information.
Yeah, so far. We don't know what all has been gathered or leaked. So a lot of these top streamers are just like, hey, what's been collected? We don't know if anybody's Twitch accounts, if any saved debit credit cards or whatever have been captured. We don't know if passwords have been captured. This is the first time that I know of that Twitch has been hacked or data's been collected through a security hack. It's kind of crazy.
I tell you what, I hope they did release how much we made, so that way they can probably donate money. Once they see that we are not making money, they'll be like, you know what? Let's help these guys out. Let's throw somebody at them.
I mean, we're right now enjoying the ride, but there's a lot of Twitch streamers that are probably a little like, oh god, now everybody knows. But that's only from subs. Nobody knows how much they're making from donations. No one knows how much they're making from Twitch bits, sponsors, or whatever else, however they're making their money. Or ad money, so nobody knows that info. Just what Twitch, I guess, what has been collected from Twitch's side. That's it.
Good idea, James F. Mike and I should start it, right? On behalf of the Ham Podcast, go start a GoFundMe. Get us some world class equipment.
I am all about it because I'm ham about it.
Hello,
we
go.
Ham about it.
There
baby.
we go.
So how? Okay, so we're talking about me and the Twitch thing, but how was your week?
Of course, I work in the office, and there's one other guy that works there, right? And so all week there has been unlimited amounts of shit talking going on because he is a fan of this garbage team named Oklahoma. Mm-hmm. And of course, I am a fan of UT, Hook 'em Horns.
Hook 'em Horns.
And so this tomorrow is the Red River rivalry. 11 a.m. Cannot wait. Texas is looking good. We're ranked 21. Oklahoma's ranked like 14. They dropped in the poll. And so tomorrow's the day that if you're a Longhorn fan or a Sooner fan, this is the day that matters. This is when you take out your colors. It's like Bloods versus Crips. It's like West Side Story. It's like it's everything above, right? And we're gonna go to war. So my week has been full of shit talking, but as you know me, Mike, I am one sharp-tongued gentleman. You know that personally, and I deliver the shit talking with the best of them.
We were not supposed to disclose that information.
Wrong site. That's the OnlyFans.
Yeah, it's a secret. So if you can find it, you get all the awesome videos you want for free.
There you go. There you go.
Oh yeah. So, I mean, I knew what I wanted to say, but I forgot what I was going to say.
Take your time, baby.
So, what are the records between both of them? I like Texas, but I'm not a huge college follower. So, what are the records between both those teams?
So right now they're both 4-1. Oklahoma's Oklahoma is undefeated. They're 5-0. Texas is 4-1. We've lost once, which is to Arkansas.
I remember that game.
Yeah. The reason OU dropped is because they had a very bad performance in their last game. I don't like their quarterback, Spencer Rattler. I think he's douchey as hell. I recently saw a show on Netflix where it followed him through his senior year of high school. And this guy had the audacity, right? This is
the audacity.
The audacity, right? He had the audacity. You know me, I'm a team player, Mike. When we played at the highest level in high school.
Yeah. Okay. We had to go that far back. Okay, got it.
You know, we took it serious to a certain point, right? This guy in his senior year, his team was predicted to win state. He's the number one ranked pro-style quarterback in the nation. And he went and got himself suspended right before playoffs started. For the rumor is, allegedly, it was never announced, but apparently he was drinking on campus, right? So ultimately, backup had to come in. They didn't win state, of course, right? They won their, I think, like first two playoff games. They ultimately lost, didn't win state. He still went on to go to OU, right? But he's what I like to call, I think he's related to Aaron Donald because, like we talked about in the first podcast, he is a bitch.
Okay.
So yeah, Spencer Rattler, Bitch.
You're dumb. I like it though. Good job. Oh, I do want to say too. Or actually, me and Humpy wanted to say this: that if anybody is watching now or later on in the future in YouTube or wherever, anybody has any questions they would like us to answer, or maybe any topics that you guys want us to talk about, go to our Twitter, put those questions and put those topics in Twitter, and put them in the comments in YouTube. If you're watching it on YouTube, let us know what you guys want us to talk about, and we will be happy to talk about it. It could be anything from any like top news stories, or maybe music. It could be anything. To how's my fantasy football team doing, or why is the sky blue? It doesn't matter. Whatever topics you would like us to talk about, send it to us, and we will do that. So down below here on Twitch is going to be in the About Me section our links. And if you're on YouTube, I want to say I have the links there as well down below in our About Me and description. Please send those our way as well.
Yeah, and while you're on YouTube, go to subscribe, like, share with your family, friends, colleagues, people you hate. Doesn't matter. We're all about getting followers. One thing I will say though is, if you need fantasy help, ask away. We did pretty good last week. You can ask I Lovio. Am I correct, Mike?
Yep, and we'll tell you why in just a little bit.
Yep.
Well, let's go with our first topic of the day.
Yes.
I'll let you go on with it because I'll let you talk about it. I'm gonna put the link in chat, so if anybody wants to read about it at the same time we're talking about it, go for it.
Yeah. So we had unfortunate news, right? If you're a combat sports fan, whether it's boxing, MMA, which now one of the big up and coming things is bare knuckle boxing. Unfortunate news: fighter Justin Thornton passed away due to a fight. He was in a bare knuckle boxing match, which is the biggest organization as well, BKFC, and he got knocked out in 19 seconds. Right, his opponent he was fighting, they were actually friends. They came up in the MMA scene together. They fought in MMA, and Thornton also had lost that fight. Right, but this fight he lost in 19 seconds. After the fight, he ended up in the hospital, and it seems he had some complications. He had some he went into a coma, and ultimately earlier this week he passed away. So right now BKFC is under a lot of scrutiny because a lot of people feel like, hey, was this a pre-existing issue? Did he already have something wrong with his head? Because that was just a 19-second fight. Like, how much damage can you really take in 19 seconds? So BKFC is under a lot of scrutiny right now. But the most important part, first of all, we want to send condolences to his family. That's it's it sucks to lose a loved one, especially in a fight like that, right? Yeah. That's how he made his money. So shout out to him and his family. But that's what happened, Mike.
I didn't watch that fight. And for anyone looking, I know that's a Twitter link. There's an actual link in the Twitter. There's also a video that shows the knockout. It was just an uppercut. It didn't look like something that should cause the issue that was going on. So yeah, it could have been something. Well, let's just say it was after. Let's just say did he get any medical treatment? Did they look at him any certain way to determine there was something wrong? I don't know. But that still sucks because you're there, you're fighting. It is a tough sport, and you don't want to see someone go, and especially like a month after the fight, you start having those complications.
Yep, and
that's rough.
Yeah, very rough. I saw that fight live, and like you said, it didn't look like anything crazy. There was no shots to the back of the head or something that could have caused that. It was your regular, just kind of, knockout. One of the things that did happen this week is, Dana White has his Tuesday Night Contender Series. Mm-hmm. So reporters asked him about it, and he was very candid. As you know, Dana White, he's outgoing when it comes to talking about other promotions. And one of the things he pointed out is that something like that will probably never happen in the UFC because, according to him, they spend about $20 million a year on fighter pre-fight evaluations, right? So making sure that these guys are fit to fight with their all their pre-test blood work, brain X-rays, your CAT scans. That's what it is, right? I don't want to sound dumb. Brain X-rays, your CAT scans. He said they spend about go scan my cat. It's all right. But he said they spend about $20 million, and then of course, if there's something that's found, they don't just send them to a regular hospital. They send them to a specialist. Now, granted, you're talking about a $4 billion company. They have that money. They can go and send their fighters and spend $20 million a year on this stuff when smaller companies like BKFC probably can't. However, where the scrutiny comes in is BKFC likes to claim that they pay their fighters more. We pay more than the UFC does. We give them more per fight and this and that. So now it's kind of like maybe you should use some of that money for medical evaluations prior to the fight, what is a lot of people's bringing up.
True. I mean, I don't know what bare knuckle. I mean, I kept butchering this earlier. I was trying to say bare knuckle, but fighting. I don't know what they do for their fighters or what they don't do for their fighters. I don't know. But at least for Dana White, for him saying that, hopefully that's true. But it's kind of the same time, it's kind of, you're knock on wood moment where it's never going to happen because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. You guys let us know, right? Would you rather pay your fighters more per fight, or would you rather pay more to get those pre-fight evaluations to make sure they're safe to fight? Let us know in the chat. Tell us what you think.
Yep.
All right. Also on YouTube, go on there, comment, leave a comment, subscribe, like, share. Let us know what you think. If you'd rather pay more per fight or pay more for the pre-fight evaluations.
Yep. And then for every topic we have, let us know what you guys are thinking.
Absolutely.
Or ask us question in between. We'll answer questions in between too.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we're crazy like that.
But yeah, like I said, condolences to his family. It really does suck. And whoever's watching me and I look left or right depending on how it looks on your screen, I'm not ignoring Humpkin in any way. I'm looking at information on that as well and information that I can share for you guys. Actually, you know what? Chat just came in for me. I don't know if we were missing chat or if it all just talked at the same time. So I think my chat.
Yeah, it was the same for me. So it might have just came in, Mike.
Okay, so probably yeah.
Yep. So yeah, yep. That was big. Right now, as sad as that is, right? Again, condolences to his family. Let's talk about an idiot.
Okay, I like talking about idiots.
Yeah, idiot of the month, right? I wish my boy Fancy was here because this is his topic, and he would love to comment on this. Tyron Woodley, Mike. Tyron Woodley.
Oh God, let's go.
Yeah, apparently he finally got the "I love Jake Paul" tattoo.
Okay, so he actually did
it. It was on his finger.
Okay,
and that's how badly he wants this rematch, right? After the fight, if anybody saw it, Jake Paul said, "You want the rematch? Make sure you get the tattoo." Well, Woodley got it. To me, and to a lot of people, it looks rather fake.
All right,
it looks.
Here's the link.
Go ahead.
So anybody wants to look at it?
Yes.
It looks like
what
someone
do you think?
Drew it with a Sharpie. You know, thick point, skinny point Sharpies, and it looks fake. And when I first saw it, I thought someone did it with a Sharpie. That's what I thought.
It looked like something that I used to see the girls do in like 8th grade when class was boring and they would write on each other's hands. That's what it looked like. Right? Yes, my memory's that good. I remember going all the way back to 8th grade. So,
I mean, not me. Not me.
Yeah.
I remember walking to school and that was it.
Yeah, no. So Don't Lie Ho says that fight with Jake Paul was his biggest payday ever. He would want a rematch too.
I mean, he did say that was a lot of money. So it's not like he didn't say that.
My thing is if he really wanted the rematch, right? You should have won the first one, dumbass.
True. I mean,
because then
go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead, my man.
You go ahead, sir.
Oh, because then had he won, then Jake Paul would have said, "I want my revenge," right? Then we would have had some big money on the line. But no, you wanna act like you saw Medusa and freeze up like a statue and stand there and watch while Jake Paul's wobbled in between the ropes and do nothing. Yeah, you deserve to lose.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't know if he was taking the fight seriously, or maybe he really did get beat. I don't know. But, I mean, I would say if anybody's taking this fight with Jake Paul, he's not a professional. I don't care what anybody says. Now, I'm not saying he can't box. I'm not saying that he's not strong enough or, I feel like I mean, I know he's fighting a lot of older guys. Okay. But if you are wanting to fight these fights, you have to give it your all. You know, if you really want to show this guy that he's not good and that he's not a fighter, you have to beat him, destroy him. But right now, nobody's doing that, and they're making him look good.
Yeah, and here's the thing, right? Is in Woodley's last 3 or 4 UFC fights, that was his problem. He wasn't pulling the trigger.
Yeah.
Right? And so leading up to the Jake Paul fight, all he kept saying was, I was fighting the best in the world. I was fighting the best in the world. I had to strategize. I'm not going to do that with Jake Paul. But that's exactly what he did. He froze. Mm-hmm. He didn't fight for like the first 3 rounds.
I think he fought half of the second round, but that's it.
Yeah,
sorry, half of the third. Sorry, half of the third.
Yeah, and it's like you're not going to win a fight like that when it's only 8 rounds in boxing, and not to mention you're in Jake Paul's hometown. You're in Cleveland, Ohio, you know. It's like, come on now. You knew you were going to have to knock him out.
Yeah, I think someone, Pluto is putting something about, I'm guessing, the Justin Thornton fight.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what he had. Have they announced technically why he passed?
So that what Pluto IL put, it was in the article that the fall caused some kind of serious injury. The way he fell landed on his kind of like his neck area, which caused some serious injuries, which then caused the infection. So Yeah, Pluto read the article. That's absolutely what the article put. Then he had the pneumonia. He had some kind of what do they call it? Why did I lose my train of thought? Where you're asleep and you don't wake up.
Coma?
A coma. There you go.
Got you,
Thank you, Mike.
Got you, bro.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
There you are. My life jacket right there. And then he ultimately passed.
I read that article. I didn't know it said that unless I missed over it.
You don't read that well, my friend. We talked about this.
Come on. I try, okay?
I sorry.
No. Yeah, well, no, I was looking over real quick, and it doesn't say it in this one.
There's different articles.
Different
articles.
Okay, I probably don't have that article. I was like, I swear I read this. But, all right, cool. I mean, not cool, but it's good to know that, yes.
Let me ask you,
okay,
Mike, if you were Tyron Woodley, would you get the tattoo? I love Jake Paul?
Hell no. You know what? Either rematch me or you don't. Because I lost, the ball is in his court, so he doesn't have to fight me. I would not get a tattoo just for a fight.
This is true. You guys let us know. Would you get the, if you were Tyron Woodley, would you go and get the I love Jake Paul tattoo to get the rematch?
Yeah, so.
That's right. Don't lie, ho. I'm sorry. I'm being judgmental here. Michael, I want to go on record and say I apologize.
Yeah, I can't read, bro, okay? God.
I tired, boss. Big old John Coffey over here. Can't read well. But
such a jerk. Oh, before we go on to anything else we're talking about, I don't know if anybody's noticed. I don't think I saw Hunky yet take a sip, but today on this podcast we are drinking beer for the first time on podcast episode 7.
I just have big paws. I know it looks like it's a mini can, but it's a full-size can, I promise.
It looks like I have a big hand, but it's a small bottle.
That's There you go. There you go.
Even though my hand went both directions, I don't know where that went, but it's okay.
It happens. It happens. Speaking of both directions, right? You can't choose a side here. You got to be on one side or the other, I think, right?
True.
So, there was a big concert, a big festival that went on last weekend, right, in Austin. And a lot of artists performed, right? One of the artists that performed, let me make sure I say her name right, Billie Eilish, right? I'm not as familiar with her. I don't really listen to her music, right? I know that she hides her body a lot because she wears a lot of these big baggy clothes, right?
There's a reason
she
for
looks,
that, from what I read.
Yeah, she's got some healthy lungs, from what I've heard, right? You can see it in certain outfits. She's got healthy lungs. But, yes, Austin City Limits, that's the one we're talking about, Michaela 319. So she's in the middle of her show, right? She stops it, Mike. I don't know if you saw this. I don't know if everybody in the chat saw this. She stops her show in the middle of the Austin City Limit concert that she's doing. And she says, it's my fucking body. I can do what I want with it. And what she was referring to was the Texas abortion law.
Okay.
Right? Let me ask you, Mike.
Sure.
I get it. You're a superstar, right? Everybody knows you, Billie Eilish.
I am. Thanks.
Right? Everybody knows Billie Eilish. She's famous. All these little girls love her. They follow her music. They listen to it. They adore her. Grown people love her music, right? Is that the time and place for this? Is that the time and place to deliver this political comment? Well, because I looked it up, right? I've never been to ACL. The cheapest tickets are $135 for general admission, right? If I'm spending $135, I don't want to hear your political stance right now. Sing your song. Sing your motherfucking song, right? That's what I want to hear.
Well, I
agree, Michaela, too.
Well, let me ask you a question, and I'll answer your question. When is it the best time in your eyes?
Do an interview. Set up a press conference. Billie Eilish can call in, or she doesn't have to call. She can put on her Instagram and go live, right? If she has social media. I don't know if she does. I don't follow her. She could go live and say, gonna talk about this. And millions of people that follow her, if she has social media, will tune in on whatever, Instagram Live, Facebook, whatever she has, and we'll watch it, right? That's a perfect time.
Will you watch it though? Will you watch it though?
Well, I've never even heard any of her songs, so I won't.
Okay. See,
But,
for me, I don't mind it because at that moment, I mean, that's her platform. She sings. That's her stage. At that moment, she's got everybody's eyes at that ACL watching her. And also, there is media. So this is going to be something big that she just did. And you know that's going on the news tomorrow. So,
it was all over, yeah.
But at the same time, it's her platform. She can do what she wants with it, and I don't mind it. Now, as long as it's brief, I don't want like an hour or 2 hour show and like 90% of it is about like issues. But like if you're gonna stop it one time and be like blah 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 blah, I'm cool with it. And she's right. It's her body. She should be able to do what she wants with it because as us guys, it's our body as well, and nobody tells us what we can and can't do with our body. If we want to get snipped, we can get snipped. You know, if we want to go from a guy to a girl, we can. No one tells us we can't. So why is it that everybody is okay with guys doing it, but girls can't do anything with their body?
Ask you a question, Mike.
Yeah.
Okay, hypothetically, right? Or not even really hypothetically.
Okay. Politically or correctly?
Right, police officers.
I don't know.
Okay, police officers. You pay their paycheck, right? Our taxes pay their paycheck, right?
Apparently.
Yeah. Is it okay for them to do whatever they want during their shift?
Like what?
Whatever they want. Are they okay to go and make a political stance and talk about how police are all doing the right things? Are they okay to go and eat a bunch of donuts during their non-lunchtime? Are they okay, to do all this stuff, whatever they want, do whatever they want during their job when they're getting paid by us to do whatever they want? Because here's the thing. That bitch was getting paid by people. They paid $135 general admission, $200 and something for VIP, $500 and something for whatever, right? Next level above VIP, right? So if I'm paying your fee, your paycheck right now, I don't want to hear that shit right now. Sing your song, right? And let's get to the next artist, right? So
she had the best album of all time. Just saying. No. No, I mean, I'm not gonna say they can't do whatever they want whenever they want. Grabbing donuts, I feel like, is 101 for cops.
That was just the low hanging fruit. I just grabbed that.
Oh, so you like low hanging fruit, but I don't. I mean, I'm not. No, I mean, cops can't do whatever they want. Yes, their lunch break, they can do what they want. I mean, half the time they're probably sleeping in a parking lot anyways on a break, so I don't know. But I don't mind it during her performance as long as it's one time and it's not that long. That's what I don't mind.
It looks like the chat's on your side here, right?
Yeah.
So you got, Michaela 319 said she wanted to make a statement. Mm-hmm. Don't Lie Ho said, and look how big of an impact her statement made.
Exactly.
Pluto IL says if he has a big fan base like that, and he was at the in case y'all don't know, ADCC is Abu Dhabi Championships, or some big competition, that's a jiu-jitsu tournament, or some big competition with thousands of eyes on him, you better believe that he's going to use his platform to say that podcast is the best one. See? I'm okay with that. But yes, Don't Lie Ho, I understand, right? She's paid to perform and she put on a show and she's an artist on the stage as her canvas.
Yeah.
Calm down. All right?
But she's absolutely right. But there's a time to do it, and there's also a length in time to do it during like the concert.
Yeah. And look at her.
Boom.
Go ahead.
But the best time to do it is the most unexpected time to do it.
And look what her statement did. Did you see there's another state that's looking to follow Texas' footsteps?
No,
Florida. Now Florida wants to do the 6-week abortion law, right? And I'm not saying it's right. We talked about this a couple of episodes ago. I don't think it's right. That's not what I'm saying. For everybody watching and everybody who does watch later on YouTube, right? You watch on YouTube, hit subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. If you go back and you watch the previous episode, I don't agree with the law either, right? So that's not what I'm saying. I just don't think that was the right time to do her statement. But now you have Florida, who's following her footsteps. Then the other day, I think it was the day before yesterday. Yeah, today's Friday. So I think it was Wednesday or Thursday. A federal judge or Supreme Court judge, whatever, they went and put a block on it, against Texas, right?
Yeah.
They put a block on the 6-week abortion. And now today it came out that the state of Texas has filed with the federal judge to put a mandate on the block to stop the block while they're debating whether or not they can keep this.
Yeah. I mean, it's
going to be tied up.
Yeah, I don't like the law, and I hate. Okay, I don't like the people that approve this law. I think it's dumb. But I can say though, everybody, that the guy that doesn't know Billie Eilish, which is the other guy right there above me, is the one that brought this topic to me. So
this is
so
true.
Apparently that this platform that she used got Humpky's attention.
Look, first of all,
I just want to say that.
First of all, I'm glad you acknowledge that I'm on top. All right. So,
well, I mean, you're literally are on top. I mean, what else am I going to do?
I appreciate it, but yes, I did bring
we'll never
it to
get
him.
On top of this, bro.
Yes, and you know, it's a big, it's a big thing, right? It's a big look, man. Deep down inside, I commend her, right? As somebody who doesn't like the law, I commend her for taking a stance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of her for doing that because who knows? Maybe some people that like her music are pro law, you know, the abortion law, right? And maybe she lost some fans or followers. I don't know, but I commend her for it. I just feel like as a fan, you know, it's like it would be like if I was at a Biggie show and then all of a sudden he stopped and said, "Hey, everybody, before we go on, I'm all about the baby. No more abortions," right? That would have been a little odd to me.
Baby.
That's just how I imagine, you know, Biggie making the announcement. I'm all about the baby, you know.
Okay, for one, I want to just acknowledge in that article, she's wearing a Attack on Titan t-shirt, and I'm only saying that because I'm just starting to watch that cartoon show, the anime show. Sorry, anime.
What's it called?
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. Okay.
I just like I'm looking at it and I just realized it. But I don't mind her music. I just wish she would sing more instead of. I mean, I know she likes the raspy low tone right now, but I wish she would belch it out because I know she can sing. But so I don't mind her music.
If you had to compare her to somebody, right? Because obviously I said it. I've never heard a song of hers, right? Mm-hmm. Who would you compare her to artist-wise, voice-wise? Who would you, if you had to tell me who's never heard her songs, mm-hmm. say, hey, she kind of sounds like this artist?
I don't know, because it's...
Can y'all let me know in the chat?
I couldn't tell you. I like her music, but I don't know who she's compared to.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat, if y'all like her, you listen to her music, let me know who she sounds like. Are we talking kind of like a Beyonce voice? Are we talking like who's that one girl that I liked? The one that died of the drugs from England.
I have to listen to her again when she actually can sing, because I've listened to all of her current songs that are more like low like not raspy, it's more low, like a low whisper. So I have to hear it again, and I can tell you next time.
All right, so here's what I'll do, right? This week coming up, I'll pull up some of her songs and I'll listen to them, and I'll come back and I'll give my review on her, and I'll let you know if this bitch can really sing or not. Okay?
Hey, don't say that, bitch.
I'm sorry. If this woman can really sing or not.
Jesus.
If this woman can, I didn't mean it in a derogatory way. I meant it in the most respectful way possible.
Yeah, but you have to. Yeah, we'll toss some stuff your way.
Yeah, man. Y'all let me know what songs to listen to from her, right? What song should I listen to from Billie Eilish? That way I can go in with some good songs and we can play her acoustic video, Mike.
Yeah.
We'll do that next time. We'll do that next time.
We can't play it on stream, but
that's true.
We'll listen to some, and we'll put what songs you listen to so people know what you heard and go from there.
Explain to them why. That way they don't think we're just being douchey.
What do you mean?
Why we can't play her songs on stream?
Oh, it's just for the copyright. So if we play her music or anybody's music, not just hers, but anybody's music, we can get flagged for copyright. Is it DMCA? I want to say that's correct.
Yeah.
They can flag us for that, and they can take down, or I think after 3 marks on the stream, then our account gets canceled and closed. So
Yep.
We have to be careful with anything DMCA or copyrighted so that we don't get in trouble.
Yes. So, not trying to be douchey here. Don't lie, ho. It's just that we want to stay out of trouble. We want to keep this podcast on longer than 7 episodes.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, hopefully a lot longer. We'll see how that goes. But
speaking of episodes, have you, Mike? Have you followed the worldwide phenomenon?
Okay.
Have you watched Squid Games?
I have. I've watched only the first 2 and then the half of the third episode. I was meant to watch more, but things got crazy during the week, so I couldn't watch more than I wanted to. But I have, and I have actually enjoyed those 2.5 episodes. I actually can't wait to finish it. I know there's only 9 episodes in the season, so I actually can't wait to finish all of them.
Yeah, I'm on. I just finished episode 4. Let me ask you this, Mike. What is your favorite thing about the show so far?
I like the idea. Like, of course, with COVID, I mean, of course, there's people that have been in poverty before or struggling with debt. But I know with COVID, there was a lot of people that were losing their jobs because of COVID and, trying to, meet ends meet and everything. And it fits pretty well in this current time to where if you are struggling or in, like, you've borrowed a lot of money and you can't pay it off and, you're
debt.
Debt. You're desperate. I mean, I could see a lot of people today that would. Now, I don't want to give away too many spoilers because I don't know who has watched or not watched it, so I don't want to go too far into it. But I can see a lot of people taking that route. But man,
so I'll give you a bit. Can I give them a small synopsis of what the show is?
Sure.
Okay.
And I'll put a link in the chat as well for people that want to watch the trailer.
A small synopsis, right, of the show. I've been studying for my SATs, in case y'all didn't notice, right? Synopsis. So, like Mike said, right? Basically, this group of people find a bunch of people who are in not just like a little debt, like we're talking major debt, right? People who are having a hard time climbing their way out of this debt, and they give them another option to get out of this debt, to help find a way to get out of it, right? And in the title, as you can see, it's called Squid Games. So there are games involved that they have to do, right? I'm not going to tell you what type of games because, again, I don't want to, spoil it for anybody.
We can say, we won't tell you the games they're playing, but we can tell you they are, like, for them, it was childhood games.
Yes.
So, like, so when we think of childhood games, we think, oh, these are easy games because they were just made for kids. But then they up the ante on those childhood games.
Do they?
And I can tell you, if you like now, I don't know, because there's some people that do not like to read while they're watching a movie or a show, but I enjoy it. The characters are great.
Yes. I
love the twist, as I mentioned, in those kid games. I'm not going to tell you what that twist is. But so far, for what I have seen, like I'm ready just to sit down and watch all the rest of the episodes. Every episode's an hour or like 40, 50 something minutes because it's on Netflix, no commercials. But I was to say an hour. But man, it's really good. Really good.
I will say this, my favorite part of the show, if you're a fan of old Asian movies, the voiceovers are just like the old Asian movies, where the character's done speaking, but you hear the nice English voice still going.
So you're watching it dubbed. Okay, I'm watching it. Is it sub?
Yeah. No, I'm watching it dubbed, and it's phenomenal. I love it that way.
Oh no, I'm watching it subbed.
Yeah. No, it takes me back to the old Bruce Lee, Enter the Dragon days. It takes me back to the old Wu-Tang Clan, following the Asians. It's beautiful. I love it.
I currently like it with them currently talking in their language. I think it's South Korea, if I'm not mistaken.
It is Korean. Yep, South Korean.
And
good job.
I enjoy watching them talk, when their national language, or sorry, their current language. Sorry, and then I don't mind reading because I like to watch a lot of samurai movies or kung fu movies, and I don't mind reading. But I enjoy hearing them actually talk in their native tongue.
I don't like It confuses me. It gives me a headache. I get confused a lot hearing the Korean language, and I want to look up at the screen and see what's happening, and then I look down to read the words. And again, I'm studying for my SATs. I'm not on that mental level yet, Mike. So I'm sorry.
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. So I understand. But yeah,
and you're right. Yeah, and Don't Lie Ho is correct. A lot of studios denied this. The guy who produced it, the guy who wrote it, they denied him for 10 years until Netflix finally picked it up. And now look, it's one of the biggest phenomenons on when it comes to TV shows that's happening right now, probably within the last year or so.
I want to say Netflix picked it up like 5 years ago, but I don't know. I'm not gonna say they started doing any like production on it at that time, but it would probably happen a little later.
Yeah.
But the guy who created the show was saying that if it had been seen 10 years ago, he doesn't think it would have been as big as it is currently. He feels that with how everything is with COVID and how things are a little crazy, he feels like this is the perfect time for it, which is why it blew up.
I agree. Let me ask you this, Mike.
Okay.
If you were in that circumstance, if you were so far in debt and you didn't know how you could get out, you're at that point where it's like, I don't know what I'm going to do. Would you play games? Would you play these games to try to win some money?
Well, let me just say it this way. If I owed, let's say, I don't think this would ever happen, but millions of dollars.
Oh, okay.
I'm either going to die from the people I owe from because they're going to come after me and break my bones or whatever else they want to do to me.
Oh.
Or I go this other route and play these games they're talking about and try to do the twist I mentioned I'm not going to say and go that route. So I would say yes. At least I would have a chance to pay off my debts with the route with Squid Game, then not make any money currently and try to pay off my debts from whoever I got money from because I can't pay them. So they're coming after me with something. Either run me over, shoot me. I don't know.
I would 100% play these damn games. Sign me up. Let's go. Let's put the pedal to the metal. I'm winning this money and I'm getting out of debt.
Now, right now,
I think
I wouldn't play. Yeah, I'm good. But if I did owe lots of money, I would.
I appreciate you pointing that out, Mike, for all of us.
No, I'm not saying no because I say that because when they were showing people's debt, I think in episode 2, and it was like I think it was like 100 million. I think it's quid. I want to say is what their money currency is.
Yeah.
That equals to like $100 and something thousand in US dollars.
Yep.
So, yeah, I don't owe $100 and something $1,000 that I can't pay. I mean, of course, the house, but that's different.
That's different.
Yeah, but I don't owe any money like that to someone, and I can't make payments, or I'm like, oh, give me next month or 2 months, I'll start paying. No.
Yeah, you let us know. Don't Lie Ho, Michaela, Pluto IL. Would you guys play this game? Right? If y'all were that far in debt, where you're up to your eyeballs in debt, would you come out and play these games? I'm just wondering. Of course, don't give away what games they are because we don't know if everybody in here's seen it. But would y'all dabble in a little bit of game playing?
What I will say though, is that we'll finish these by next week, and whoever hasn't watched that's going to be watching the podcast, no matter where you're watching it from. We'll give our insight on what we thought about the entire series. Because you've watched 4 episodes, I've watched 2.5. I will finish this by next Friday. I can guarantee you that. Probably finish it by tomorrow, if not mistaken.
Guarantee it.
And then we'll talk about it. So if anybody's watching this week, I will give a spoiler alert before we start talking about it. Because next week we'll give all the insights of what we thought of everything.
Yep. All the insights.
All of it.
Everything. Like it was prom night. We're going to be all up in there like swimwear. So y'all be ready.
Boom. Done. So,
but
I wanted
go ahead.
Before I wanted to talk about, I'm gonna skip over this one real quick because I'll come back to it in a second. But I wanted to talk about the House of the Dragon.
Oh, you want to talk about making? Oh, buddy, you want to talk about creating some excitement in my loins. I am excited for this.
I hope that's the right link I put.
I hope so, big guy.
Yeah, it is. Okay, just checked.
Talk to us. What is this House of the Dragon trailer?
So this is going to be the prequel to Game of Thrones. Now, I can't speak to books, not because I can't read, thanks to Helmke.
He can't read.
You know what? I'm gonna buy the whole series now. But so this is a prequel to Game of Thrones, and they finally released a teaser. I want to say it was earlier this week they released it. I mean, I guess I have the link there. It probably would tell me what date it was. I could tell you. Click it.
Cool.
Click it.
You want me to read it for you? Or no, can you tell numbers?
So, October 5th, jerk. You know what? I hope Billie Eilish puts a message in here saying that you don't like her. I hope something like that happens. No, so October 5th, so 3 days ago. And man, I'm just excited for it. I love Game of Thrones minus season 8. We all know why. We all know why.
Loved it. I loved it.
You did not like season 8.
I love season 8.
Shut your mouth. It was the worst season. It was rushed to hell. But I hope they do the House of the Dragon, the prequel, right. You know, I want them to do everything without rushing. Like, don't make us be like, oh, winter's coming. And then, like, season 8, they die in one episode. Like, really? I waited all this time for nothing, really? I mean, yeah, they were killing other episodes, but, man, it was just like, I don't know. But season 8 was crap. But I am really excited about House of the Dragon. Like I said, I haven't read the books. So I go in this with no expectations, no knowledge of the prequel, minus of what Game of Thrones was telling us.
Yep.
So I get to go in there with like fresh everything. Now, people that read the books, I don't know, like nothing wrong with reading books, but I feel like you know the whole story, and you watch the show, and it's just like, well, it wasn't like this because the book did this. Like, take it for what it is.
Like how you had to pre-reference nothing to books, but you know
what?
Nothing against books.
I don't read books currently. That's okay. I could read a book if I wanted to.
You do read a lot of graphic novels, aka comic books.
Mm-hmm. I don't think I read.
Mike prefers to call them graphic novels.
Well, no, I just collect them. I actually don't even read those either. I just put them in a sleeve and tape it up.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna talk to your wife, and we're gonna help you learn how to read there. All right? That way you can enjoy what you own.
No, I actually, the books I wanted to read were the original Game of Thrones. I think my wife was saying that they do have books of the prequel. I'm not sure.
Interesting.
So not that I would want to read them. I like to read them afterwards because I always hear that the books have so much more detail and lore to the story that they don't show on the show. So I would read those books.
Absolutely. Just for y'all, I don't know if anybody in here has ever seen Game of Thrones. Probably, more than likely. This is supposed to take place 200 years prior to what happened on Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. And it's supposed to involve the Mad King, which is, Aerys. I believe it's Aerys Targaryen.
Right?
I think that's his name. Yeah. So he's the Mad King that they kept referencing in Game of Thrones. Also, if you remember Lord Baratheon, prior to him. I mean, spoiler alert, right? If you ain't seen Game of Thrones by now, I'm sorry.
No, there's no spoiler alert. You can talk Game of Thrones. If you haven't watched Game of Thrones, it's your own fault. Yeah.
So Lord Baratheon, right? Remy Baratheon. His wife, Lyanne, right? Lyanne Stark, or not wife, his love of his life, Lyanne Stark. It's supposed to involve her, right? In the prequel as well. So this takes place 200 years prior to what happened on Game of Thrones, on King's Landing and everything. And I'm stoked. I'm excited. And I was late to Game of Thrones.
Yeah,
right?
Very late.
Yeah. I started watching about 3 months before season 8 came out is when I started watching. And I got hooked immediately. It made me so excited in the downstairs region, so it was really fun.
In the downstairs region. But supposedly they're like, this 200 years ago, the wars were fought with dragons, so we're probably gonna see a lot more dragons because that's supposed to be when I don't remember names currently. So Khaleesi's. So who was her father back then? That's supposed to be like the biggest guy. I mean, he's supposed to have like the dragons and how they all fought and everything. Do you remember?
Aerys Targaryen, the Mad King.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, he's supposed to have all the dragons. Yep. Man, I mean, I'm pretty sure there's more than one person that has dragons. I don't know all the lines. I could pull it up, but I'm just excited to see what's going to happen. I'm trying not to look up like family ties and family lines because I want to just go in there and like experience those lines as they bring it up in the show. But I have seen them before.
We weren't supposed to do that.
No, that's fine. You could do that.
Oh, okay. I've done that.
No, it's just for me. Just for me.
Okay.
Because I have seen them before. Because they would start talking about so and so is linked to so and blah blah blah. So I have seen them, but that was like years ago. Gotcha. I just haven't refreshed myself on them because I want to see them at that moment.
Understood, boss.
I can't wait to see how everybody got into their position officially, like through the prequel. It's gonna be. Oh, can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait. I'm excited. Super excited. Also, just in case you don't know, I'm super excited.
House of the Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But they haven't put an official date. They just put the year. So sometime next year.
Yeah.
If I had to assume, probably going to be somewhere maybe late summer, early fallish is what I'm thinking. If I had to assume.
Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking early summer because if you remember Game of Thrones, remember that winter they came, they had the long summer they talked about. Remember? They went like 100 or some odd years without winter. They went the long summer. So that's why the whole theme of Game of Thrones was winter's coming, winter's coming. Yeah, that's right, Mike. You smile. I know this.
Well, yeah, but that's not what I was talking about. I was talking about when they were going to release the show.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I predict that they're going to release it early summer to go along with the fact that the show is taking place in the summertime.
How do you know it's summertime?
Because I've been doing my SATs. I've been studying. Hello, I told you.
How does SATs help you with Game of Thrones talk? Or
what is
House of the Dragon talk?
What is Game of Thrones? Right? It's an abbreviation. GOT. Thrones. Yeah, it's abbreviated initials. GOT. SATs are abbreviated. Right? That's an abbreviation. SAT for the big term. Right? And then House of Dragon is abbreviated to HOD. So it's all abbreviations, which is what I study is abbreviations. Come on, Mike. It's all about looking for X in the formation of the formula.
Okay. Sorry, my bad.
Jesus.
I should have known that.
Yes, Jesus. And that's why you don't know how to read. Well,
I don't know, Mr. HOG. I guess that's how you spell Dragon, I guess. I don't know.
I'm sorry. I was thinking hog as in ham, hog. Ham's podcast. That's what I was thinking.
Does not have a G in it, but hog does.
No, I know.
Yeah. Nice.
All right, everybody.
So before we go on a little bit of some football week 4 to see what we talk about. Tonight, though, we're going to be doing the beta of Battlefield 2042. It's a game of war. Now, this is going to be John's first time playing it. I'm going to capture some footage to see, and we can show it next time. But the game officially doesn't come out till November unless they push it back. I'm coughing I don't know why. And it's going to be fun. We'll see how well Humpy does, but it's supposed to be an all-out war. Both teams are just either on foot, in tanks, in helicopters, in jets.
How did you describe it? Running and gunning.
Running and gunning. So you don't have to worry about, I need to get X amount of kills. This is just, you kill or be killed. You just respawn and go back and fight. But Battlefield's been a game that's been out for a while because there's Battlefield 2142, and then there's 1942, and 1, and 5, and 3, and 2, and there's a lot of destruction. So when you shoot your tank mortar into a wall, the wall explodes. It's just a lot of sounds, a lot of action, and it's fun. It's a beta. Beta ends, I want to say, 2 a.m. Sunday morning. And this is going to be John's first time playing it.
Yep, and I'm super excited. Super stoked. I've kind of watched Mike here play, and there's a lot going on in there. I'm gonna have to be on my toes and realized that, hey, I'm not here just to take place. I'm here to take part. Wait, I'm not here to take part. I'm here to take over.
I was waiting for it.
Yep. I'm not here to take part. I'm here to take over.
Here to take over. I don't have a link for 2042, but I'll show you some gameplay footage next week of me and Helmke playing with some with friends of ours. Goat cheese, tamale, beef Swellington, and yeah, we'll show you what that's all about.
Yep.
It's a little buggy. Supposedly the beta is like 3 months old. They already have a lot of stuff fixed and done, but the current version is not beta ready. So hopefully they'll be ready by next month. A lot of stuff will be ironed out, but it's DICE. DICE are the developers. They're very good at cleaning stuff up, fixing things. So I have no worries about it. It's gonna be fun.
That's fucking right. I love it.
So, like I said, we'll talk about that next week. We'll show you some footage, see how everybody enjoys it. We'll see how it goes.
And I'm excited. Real quick, Mike.
Yo,
week 4. What are you looking forward to?
Well, week 4 was last week. Week 5 is what you're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, of course, week 5, Cowboys win. What do you think about the Cowboys win in week 4?
I loved it. I love the fact that they pulled out that win. First of all, let me tell you, Diggs is a grown man.
Until his back gets hurt, but yes.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think it was his back, brother. I think that was I think Mike McCarthy pulled a Greg Popovich and said, hey, we're going to go ahead and rest you. We don't want to take a chance. You're our all-pro corner. You go ahead and sit the rest of the game. It almost came back to haunt us, though, because all of a sudden when he came out, Carolina started throwing the ball, and it was like, oh, my God, what's happening here?
I didn't. But I don't mind it was resting. The part I had an issue with is that they started to catch up, and there was no urgency for him to get back on the field. If that was me, put me back out there.
Let's go. Yep.
And he didn't do that. I felt like like I said, if it was nothing wrong with him, kind of a dick move to your teammates. Now, if there was back tightness, okay, I can see that. You know, let your teammates take over. Well, you'll be fine. We don't want you to get hurt more, that you have to miss more time. I agree with that. It all determines on what the actual issue was.
Now here's the thing, though. What I love the most, our young guys are coming to play.
Oh, I love how they're attacking the ball.
Oh,
I love how it's not just, okay, I'm on the other side of the field. I don't have to run and go help tackle this guy. No, they're running from across the field to come help. And I don't know. I'm not saying anything like, we're in the Super Bowl, but I just want us to make the playoffs.
Yeah.
I just want us to have a good record. At the moment, I don't care for the Super Bowl. Now, if we get there, awesome. But I want us to do so much better than we've done in the last 10 years.
Now, here's the thing. For all the haters out there, right? Anything short of winning the Super Bowl, Cowboy haters are going to say, I told you they'd fall apart. I told you, right? I expect that, right? Am I expecting to win the Super Bowl like you said? No, that's not what I'm saying. Do I think that through the first 4 weeks, we look like we can compete? Yes. Even with the loss to Tampa, we showed that we can compete. They beat us with the last-second field goal. You know what I mean? So
it was
I like
pass interference, just saying.
Yeah, offensive pass interference for sure. But I like the way we're playing on defense. Mike Nolan's defense. And let me correct that, right? Not really Mike Nolan's defense. Yes, he's the defensive coordinator, and he's got them going great. But like they said, when he came into this season as the new defensive coordinator, he said, hey, I need to evolve. I'm not bringing my regular defensive strategy with me. Let's all sit down as defensive coordinators, right? The secondary coach, linebacker, defensive line, everybody. And let's talk about what we want to run this year. And it's worked.
Yeah, I mean, he's changed it because there's people that have been saying on the news, like the analysts are talking during the game, that his defense looks different from previous times. So he's made adjustments, and you have to in the NFL. You can't just be like, okay, my defense worked 15 years ago, should still work today. No, I mean, offenses now are throwing more yards, throwing more touchdowns than past times. No matter how far back you go. So the game's evolving every time. I mean, we have quarterbacks now that run and throw. Before it was just quarterbacks that throw. Quarterbacks hardly ever ran. So yeah, the game's evolving, and I think defenses have to evolve with that as well. So whatever he's done, keep it up. I can tell you though that the Dallas's cardio is so much better because we outdid Carolina Panthers offense, the offensive line, because our defense was not tired. I felt like they got tired. We started sacking.
I mean, and those are those young guys. They don't know any better. They don't know how to get tired yet. You know, these are rookies. I'm going to pronounce his name wrong. Azugawadi, or however you pronounce his name.
I couldn't tell you either.
Yeah. And then you got Golston, the rookie, right? You got Michael Parsons, the rookie, right? You got a young Diggs, a young Anthony Brown playing the other side. And let me tell you something. I'm pleased with Anthony Brown. Last season, he got burned so much at corner. First 2 games, he was getting burned again. And then I don't know what Mike Nolan told him or who told him. The last 2 games, he stepped up. Carolina and the Eagles, Anthony Brown, he even brought the hit stick with them against Carolina. He laid a great hit. So I'm excited. I'm pumped.
I feel they're all helping each other out.
Yes.
I feel like the offense is like the receivers are helping them out. And I think the fellow teammates in defense are helping each other out, which is great to see. But I have to tell you, there are only 2 0-4 teams left. One of those teams
0-4 or 4-0?
0-4.
So who are they?
Is
besides
Detroit
you in fantasy?
You know what? So I'm gonna be looking for a new guy on the other side of this microphone to do this podcast with. And what changed the title? Doesn't have to be Ham anymore. No, I'm kidding. Detroit Lions and Jacksonville Jaguars. Oh, that's another thing okay, next time. But I have said Detroit is not going to do very well, even though their team doesn't look so bad, but they're 0-4 right now.
Yeah.
Everybody else, I think it was the Jets, Giants. I think we're talking about.
And the Jags.
The Eagles and the Falcons last time, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. But they're the 2 0-4. Current undefeateds is only Arizona Cardinals. They got a very good quarterback, a very great team. They have a great team.
All right.
I mean, we're 3-1. Rams, of course, are now 4-1. And I mean, there's a lot of 3-1 teams, so it's gonna be hard to go through all of them. But I'm glad to see Cowboys are up there. And man, and then Russell Wilson last night.
Hello.
He is probably going to be out 4 to 8 weeks. So if anybody has him on your fantasy team, I hope you have a backup.
Yep, a good backup. A good one.
I mean, I was going to pick him up in at least one league, but I didn't. But so what we were talking about earlier in the episode, in the podcast tonight, that we had helped. I forgot the name who we were helping. Sorry.
I got you. We helped out Pluto IL.
Okay, yes. So he had some questions, or had a question on who he should start for his week, and we said Cordell Patterson, and Cordell had like 30. I don't even know, anywhere between 31 to 34. Depends on, because everybody's league is different points wise. Because you can get, so it's hard to say. But he had in the 30s. So that I'm hoping that helped him win.
Absolutely, it did. I talked to him. He actually messaged me, and he says, "I want to thank you and Mike for the advice. I started Cordell. He's got me 30. I think it was like 36 points." He goes, "And because of that, I won this week." I was like, "My man, you're welcome."
Yep. So if anybody has questions on fantasy, we would love to give you our advice if you would like to take it. Now, I did start him in one league, not the league I'm in with you because I'm 0-4. I do have him in that league, but I couldn't put him over Dalvin Cook. Now I wish I did, but no. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that one yet. I picked up some players. I play you this week, so
yeah, you do, buddy.
So hopefully that will be my first win in that league, and to be against you, I'd be so happy.
I can tell you right now, if Mike wins, next week's episode is canceled.
That's right. I ain't gonna be here. Is this gonna be the ha show? That's all it's gonna be.
The ha show.
Ha ha show.
Real quick, Mike, let me get your thoughts.
Yeah.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how sad are you that Jalen Smith is gone?
I am sad.
And he is now a Packer.
I am sad. I thought Jalen Smith was
young Cowboys linebacker.
he was a great addition to the linebacker squad. I understand we are deep in linebacker.
Oh, very deep.
And if it was all about money, because he's probably the highest paid linebacker on the team, if I'm not mistaken.
No. He's made an appearance, Mike. I'm sorry.
It does kind of like suck because I thought he was great. He's fast. I think you were saying that he felt like a little lost on the.
Oh, he looked lost at times on the field this year. He looked lost without a doubt. Jalen Smith looked like he didn't know where to go. He looked like somebody took his lunch money and he was looking for his friend to help him get it back.
So I don't know. I liked him here. It's sad to see him go, but hopefully he does well for the Packers for goat cheese.
Oh.
So we'll see.
And hopefully he does well. Mike, you as a Cowboys fan, how dare you say that?
Hey, he was a Cowboy, so I want to see. I want to see him do
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
When Kawhi left, were you a Kawhi fan still?
No, because it's the way he left.
Don't matter.
Is it? Yes,
don't matter.
It matters 100%.
Nope.
Yes. See,
I'm gonna go on the record and say once one of a guy that I like leaves the team I like, fuck him. He's gone.
Kawhi was a bitch. He found every way to just be like what did he say that T.O.? He was a virus in the locker room. Well, yeah. he turned into that, and he did the same thing to the Raptors, and now he's with the Clippers. And they weren't even sure if he's going to even be with the Clippers because he was, there were rumors like, oh, he wanted to go somewhere else. And that he's a great player. Spurs made him that player. He didn't have those skills to start with, and I don't know. I don't wish anything bad on him on his life or anything, but I don't want him back on the Spurs ever again. I don't care.
Goat Cheese 14. I hope Jalen Smith sucks on y'all's team. How about that, Goat Cheese 14? I hope Jalen Smith sucks. And I hope that we don't have to even see y'all in the playoffs because we will beat y'all, whether it's in Dallas or Lambeau. And Go Cheese 14. Also, cheeseheads suck. All right. How is that even like a thing to wear a cheesehead? Like, what is that? All I have to do is hit you with the grater and you're gone. I'll just grade you and you're gone.
That's great, dude. You're gone. I mean, are you going to wear a cowboy hat?
Who, me?
Yeah. You're a Cowboy fan?
Yeah.
Are you wearing a Cowboy hat?
Actually, okay. So let me tell y'all. Mike knows this already. That's why he's saying it. I am very superstitious when it comes to my teams, and I will not wear Cowboy stuff during the season. It will not happen on game day. Anytime during the season, I will not wear a jacket, a jersey, a shirt, a hat, socks, fucking nothing related to the Cowboys because I believe it jinxes them when I do it, so I do not do it.
Unless it's his boyfriend or boyfriends.
Who, Mike? Who?
GSP and Conor McGregor.
Actually, no. You know that I don't wear Conor McGregor stuff anymore.
You did
because I did it once, it jinxed him.
Yes,
and it jinxed him. So I stopped.
And you've taken it off, and he's still jinxed.
Shut your mouth, you dirty little whore.
Yeah, but it's been good. So the NFL season has been great so far.
I love it.
A lot of good teams are winning. Of course, some expected, some not expected. But I mean, it's been good. I think the games have been really good. I don't think there's been a lot of games where teams are getting blown out. They've been pretty close. I mean, there probably are some, but not a lot.
We blew out the Eagles.
Who blew out the Eagles?
Cowboys.
What was it, like 40-something? Well, I guess it is a blowout. Yeah,
41-21. Yep, and they only scored 21 because we let them.
I would say, well, I guess it is a blowout. That's true. That is true.
Yep.
That is true.
We blew them out, and we're probably going to blow out the Giants Sunday.
We could have blown out Carolina Panthers, but we let them back
in. We took Diggs out.
Yep,
we took Diggs out.
Yeah, well, I don't know if that was
lesson learned.
I don't know if that was the only reason, but okay, yeah. I'll let you have that one, sure.
Yep.
And then I feel bad for Bridgewater. He got a concussion. He'll probably be out a week, maybe two. Maybe a week.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Okay, Teddy Bridgewater. Oh, big shout out to y'all saw it last night. Ice in the veins. Geno Smith. Big shout out to him at the Seahawks. Good luck, Seattle, with Geno Smith now for the next 4 to 8 weeks, possibly.
Well, you don't think he'll do well?
Geno Smith.
Okay,
I'm just going to say that again.
I just wanted to say
I'm just going to say it again. What? Geno Smith.
Okay, I got you, Geno Smith. Oh yeah.
Let me tell you,
if he's cleared, he's right. If he's cleared,
first of all, First of all, Geno Smith is good. Aaron Rodgers is good. But who should have won the award, best quarterback ever? James F. 218, best quarterback ever. It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure blocking for him.
It was a pleasure. That's awesome.
Yes, sir. Best quarterback ever. You want to talk about ahead of his time? Ahead of his time, he was the first dual run throw quarterback to come out of a small town called San Antonio.
That's right. That's right. I've got some balls. Oh, that doesn't sound good.
Hello.
So footballs from him as well. So yeah, he was a great quarterback. Great quarterback. Yes.
Mike, tonight's show has been great.
Oh, I'm glad. I enjoyed every minute of it.
But guess what?
What?
Next week's gonna get a little bit crazy.
Uh-oh. Why?
We've got bro talk. We've got bro talk next week. For everybody out there who's watching this, next week's episode, bro talk. Everything you want to know, right? Is it okay for a friend, for your homie to date your ex chick? Is it okay for your friend to smash your side piece, right? It's bro talk next week. Women,
is it okay to say that your best friend can't read? Even though I can, I'm just saying.
I'm here to help. I'm here to help you.
I don't know where that came from that I can't read. What a dick.
I don't know. Don't lie, ho said it.
Yes.
So hold those thoughts for next week. We got bro talk. Women, if you watch this, for Michaela and any other woman that comes in and watches this, if you have questions, you want to know what a man's thought of mind is during a relationship, hit us up. We probably won't tell you the truth because we don't break man code. I'm just playing. We'll give you some truth.
Yeah,
right?
We'll give you
Next week's episode is going to be great. Leave some comments on the YouTube, Ham Podcast YouTube page. Like, subscribe, comment. Come on Twitch. Like it. Follow us. Love it. We got our Instagram in the About section. Our social media is about to blow up. So be ready.
Yep. Follow us anywhere we are. Instagram, Twitter, on Twitch. Comments, like I said, if you want to hear or talk, want us to talk about certain topics or answer any questions, Twitter and probably YouTube are the best route, I would think, unless, what do you think?
Or I think everything.
Mine is here, of course, because this is live. We'll answer all questions live. But any topics in the future, yeah, Instagram, everything. So yeah, just send us whatever you guys would like. Comment on anything, and we're here to talk about whatever you guys want us to talk about.
Yes. Social media is about to blow up, guys. We got a new social media person. It's going to go crazy. So keep an eye out for the Instagram, the Twitter, like Mike said. Keep an eye out for the YouTube. It's about to, what are we about to be, Mike?
Ham about it.
That's right, baby.
So thanks, everybody, for watching episode 7 this week. We appreciate all of you for hanging out with us, talking, chit-chatting with us. But yeah, we'll see you guys next Friday, of course. Same time, same place.
How?
All right, guys. Peace. Have a good weekend. Be safe this weekend if you guys go anywhere or do anything. And we'll see you, all of you, next Friday. Bye.
Let's go, Tyson Fury.
We'll see what happens.
Y'all have a great weekend, everybody.